We have breaking bowling news. This is potentially the biggest news of 2025. The PBA has struck a deal with the CW network. They are done with Fox. The Fox and PBA deal is over, as we covered in a previous video. Go check that out if you haven't. But now they have signed with CW. This is a massive, massive thing for the PBA. And in all honesty, I am super excited about this. Everyone was very upset about the Fox deal ending. Fox has been fantastic to the PBA, but now the PBA will be airing on CW. Now, what does this truly mean and why is it so impactful? Well, what it means is that CW will have 10 back-to-back-to-back weeks where there is 2 hours of bowling on at the same exact time on Sundays. This is arguably the best news for the PBA. One of the biggest negatives with being on Fox was, well, two things actually. One, sometimes the shows would be on Fox, sometimes they're on FS1. This made it kind of hard for viewers to be able to find where every tournament is. The majors would sometimes be on Fox, sometimes not, then everything else on FS1. However, now everything's going to be on CW, and on Fox, the biggest issue was the timing. I know we had events at 11 a.m., we had events at 2 p.m., we had events at like 5 p.m. Now for CW, it'll be 10 weeks in a row, the same exact time slot on Sundays. This is really, really good for consistency. In my opinion, consistency is a fantastic thing for sports. That's one reason the NFL does so well. You know, Sundays during the season, you will have football on no matter what. There will always be football. So this is really, really good for the PBA. Now, 10 telecasts doesn't really sound like a lot. 10 weeks or 3 months, you want to have a little bit more. Generally, there's more to bowling. There's about 5 to 6 months in the season. Well, the deal is not done. There is still news to be coming out where the PBA will have other telecasts and live coverage on different places. We don't know where that's going to be. Is it going to be Bowl TV? Is it going to be a different service? We're not sure yet. Now let's talk about CW. That it was my first area of concern is what is CW? I knew a little bit about it, but not much. So CW is of course smaller than Fox. However, it is the 5th largest provider in the nation. And there are some other really good things about CW that I didn't even know. One, it is on every single television in the United States. Every television has access to CW. So you don't need a cable subscription to actually watch CW. You only need an antenna if you want. There are people who just have the antenna, they don't get cable. You can watch CW. You can watch bowling on Sundays without cable. The other big things is you can watch CW for free on both their website and their app. I did test this to confirm you don't need cable subscriptions. The biggest problem with CBS and the biggest problem with Fox is they make you put in a cable subscription. So you need to put in someone else's cable or you need to do some janky ways to be able to watch. On CW, you can watch completely for free. No matter what, no matter when, you can watch PBA or whatever CW show you want completely free of charge on an app, on a website, on your TV, wherever it may be. This is amazing news where everybody can actually watch the telecast live now instead of having to wait for Fox Sports to post the entire thing on YouTube 5 to 10 to 20 hours after the telecast ends. Now, the one big question mark with this entire deal is going to be the money. There were no money amounts that were put onto this deal that were actually publicized. So Fox did put a good amount of money into the PBA telecast to make sure they looked as good as they could. And they also helped give $100,000 for events. They helped out being able to boost that prize fund, whether in their many, many different ways. And we all have to admit the Fox telecast looked incredible. They were beautiful for 5 to 6 years. So are we going to see a downgrade in the telecast? I know for CBS Sports Network, we do see a downgrade compared to when we have the shows on Fox. Will we see a downgrade? Potentially. CW has a lot of money coming in, of course. They're a massive, massive station, but they're not Fox. So that is going to be the biggest area of concern right now. That is where the biggest question mark lies in this entire situation. Overall, I see this as a very, very positive step for the PBA. This means everybody in the US has access to watch bowling completely free. Now, other people overseas definitely can watch this also. I don't know the exact international rules on CW if you can watch for free, but there will be ways that you can watch it internationally also. So that means everyone can finally watch bowling at the same time free of charge. This is best case scenario compared to going to a Netflix or an HBO where you need a subscription or going to a CBS Sports Network network or an ABC where you need a subscription. You don't need anything. Everybody can be watching all at the same time. So this is a massive step for the PBA. This is definitely a developing story. This just released this morning on April 30th. So if there's any more information to come, I will let you guys know. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. We are the latest and greatest spot for any and all bowling news, and I will see you on the next one.